Good morning, fellow anxiety sufferers. This morning I am playing the role of guinea pig, and we are testing the effects of caffeine on anxiety. So while I have chosen a more direct injection of caffeine by drinking the strongest coffee I could find for the right price, there are a lot of other ways that you can consume caffeine and not even realize how much you're consuming on a daily basis. You can get caffeine in chocolate, there's caffeine in teas, there's caffeine in soda, and of course coffee. So if these things are a part of your regular everyday diet, you're consuming probably a lot more caffeine than you think you are, and in turn, you are activating your anxiety and not even realizing. And it should be a pretty well-known thing now, and of course if you didn't know this, you know this now. Caffeine is a stimulant, so it activates your inner fight or flight response. It gets your cardiovascular system pumping, it gets your digestion going. It basically wakes your body up and gets you ready to fight or flight. Over the last few mornings, I started consuming 2 to 3 cups of caffeinated coffee as compared to what I was doing. I was doing decaf coffee, or I was just avoiding coffee altogether. Since I started taking medication for anxiety a few months back, I've gotten my anxiety really under control. So now I can really pick out the things that get my anxiety symptoms going, because I'm not experiencing them all the time like I was. I've noticed that when taking caffeine, I can feel my anxiety starting to kick in. All right, so I'm on my 3rd cup of coffee this morning. I pretty much drank a whole pot, a 5-cup carafe pot. Now, when I first woke up today, yesterday, day before yesterday, before I started consuming coffee, I felt pretty normal. No anxiety symptoms, ready for the day, just nice and easy going. By the time I get to my 2nd cup, that's when I start to notice that I become jittery, and I start noticing my shortness of breath symptoms. Of course, I can feel my heart rate's a little elevated, but that doesn't scare me the way it used to since I started taking medication. I used to be scared to death of heart stuff. But basically, now that I'm 3 cups in, I feel really close to very anxious. 3rd cup down. So if you make a mistake and you consume caffeine or too much caffeine, or you had to have that cup of coffee and you start feeling those anxiety symptoms kicking in, it's gonna be all right, because there's a couple of things you can do to deal with that. So let's say you just finished your 3rd soda of the day, or you finished your 3rd candy bar of the day, or you just drank coffee. You've got the jitters, you can feel your anxiety symptoms picking up, you're kind of freaking out a little bit, and of course, the feeling that the caffeine gives you, being a stimulant, just makes your anxiety go a little bit more, and you end up in this vicious circle of the caffeine getting you all psyched up and then your anxiety getting you all psyched up. So I've read all kinds of different things about how you can cycle caffeine through your system and try to get it through as fast as possible so you can get it out of your system before you have to go to bed, or like I said, if you're having anxiety. I only really came across 2 that help and that have helped me greatly in terms of I just drank too much coffee, I need to do something about it. Well, the first thing you can do if you pushed it a little too far is you can just drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of water to help dilute the caffeine in your system, if it even works that way. But honestly, just trying to flush your system out and getting yourself peeing all that caffeine out. Obviously, that's a very rudimentary way of expressing it, but you get the idea. All right, and the other thing that you can do is go with it. So you're having anxiety symptoms, you're having fight or flight symptoms, your body is ready to do something. So go with it. Exercise. And that's what I'm going to go do to deal with some of this cooped up energy in my body. So I'm going to go and try to burn some of it off by exercising. Because the worst thing you can do is consume a whole bunch of caffeine and get your anxiety going and then just sit there. That is the absolute worst thing you can do, because then you're sitting there calm, but your body is not. So you're fighting and trying to get these feelings to go away and trying to divert your attention, but you can't. You know, in this situation, you have something in your body that's actually giving you energy. You've got to burn that energy off. And you're not gonna do it by sitting on the couch trying to distract yourself by watching TV or playing a game on your cell phone, or just sitting there with your eyes closed, freaking out and getting ready to have a panic attack. So you've got to go burn this energy off. And you can go running through the neighborhood or bicycling through the neighborhood. You can lift some weights. If you got some weights in the living room, just do some push-ups or sit-ups. There's so many things you can do without having any equipment whatsoever to just burn some of this energy off. So if you overdid it on the caffeine, it's no problem. Don't freak out. Just go work off that energy. Stay active, stay busy, but don't just sit there. So on that note, I'm gonna get to exercising now and try to burn this energy off before I go into a panic attack. And I will see you guys in the next video. Next video is gonna be about a new diet that I've just started, because at the recommendation of my GI, I've been told to go gluten and dairy free. So that's very interesting in terms of trying to find things to eat that don't taste like cardboard. But if you're interested in that kind of thing and you want to know about new diets, that's what I'm going down now. So my next video is going to be about trying to go gluten-free. And fortunately, for the last 3 days, while I'm on day 3, I am gluten-free. And I feel a whole lot better in just those 3 days. So apparently my GI was right. I have a gluten intolerance that is not addressed. But we'll talk about that in the next video. I'll see you guys in that one. As always, stay happy, stay healthy. See you later.